So here is a question. How can we define a template like this or any other kind of template in Obsidian and, for example, assign a shortcut for this specific template? For example, suppose that I want to assign Control-Alt-N for this template, and whenever I press Control-Alt-N, I want Obsidian to insert this template. So the question is, how can we do this in Obsidian? By the way, I use this template for adding new words to my flashcard system, and because I want to have this kind of template constantly, so it is very reasonable to define and assign a shortcut for this template. So let's do it. So in order to do so, that's very easy. First of all, as you can see, I've created a folder called assets, and inside this folder, I want to create another folder. So in order to do so, I should right click on this folder and click new folder. And as you can see, it has created a folder inside this assets folder. And I want to name that folder as templates. And I have created this folder because I want to put all of the templates which I want to add inside this folder. So let's start with the first one, the first template that we want to add. So in order to do so, I should right click on this folder and click new note. And for example, let's name this note as template new word. And remember that the name is totally arbitrary. And now if I click on this arrow in order to open this folder, you can see now we have this note inside this folder as well. And now you should start typing and creating your own template. For example, suppose that I want to have this kind of text as a template for my new word when I want to add a new word to my flashcard system. So, by the way, I should mention that we have talked about all of the details related to this text. For example, how to colorize specific words, or for example, how to add these kinds of automatic dates and these kinds of stuff in the previous videos. So I don't want to waste your time by re-explaining what I explained in the previous videos. But if you wanted to learn more about them, you can watch a playlist, which the link is in the description below, which is a step-by-step tutorial playlist of Obsidian note-taking app. So as you can see, we have created a note containing the template which we want to have. But now after this step, we need to go to settings and install a plugin. So I should click on this in order to go to settings, and I click on community plugins. And once again, I click on browse in order to browse all the community plugins. And remember that it should have internet connection. And as you can see, one of the most downloaded plugins of Obsidian is Templater plugin, which we need. But if you couldn't find this plugin inside this home page of the plugins, community plugins, you can simply search that Templater, and you can see this is Templater by this guy. So you should click on it. And once again, you should click on this in order to install this plugin. As you can see, it is installing this plugin. Now we can see it has successfully installed, so you should click on enable in order to enable this plugin. And then you should click on this in order to close it. And while you are in this section, I'm in the community plugins section, you should just scroll down and you can see that you have installed Templater plugin. So you should click on this icon in order to go to settings of this plugin. And as you can see, the first option says template folder location. And in this part, you should introduce the location of the template folder which we have created. So that's very easy. You should click on this. And because as you can see, the name of our folder is templates. And if we, for example, type the first couple of letters of this folder, for example, capital T-E, as you can see, if we type a couple of letters of that folder, suddenly it shows that folder. So yeah, we want to use this folder, which is in the assets folder. We have a folder called templates. So I click on it. So as you can see, we have assigned this folder for the template folder inside this plugin. And now we want to add a shortcut or so-called hotkey for our template, for that template that we have added. As you can see, we have a template called template new word, and we want to assign a hotkey for this specific node, for this specific template. So in order to do so, here you should just scroll down and you can see it says template hotkeys. And here we should search for that specific template, but because here we have only one template, it shows that template. So I click on it. So this is the template, but we want to assign a hotkey for this template. In order to do so, you should click on this plus icon. And inside this page, you should search for templater, which is the name of that plugin. And you can see this is our template, our new word template. And we want to assign a hotkey for inserting this template. So in order to do so, once again, I should click on this plus icon. And now suppose that I want to assign Control-Alt-N for this template. So in order to do so, I should press Control-Alt-N on my keyboard. And as you can see, this shortcut, this hotkey, has been assigned to this template. So let's close this. And for example, let's go to one of our nodes, for example, this node. And if I press Control-Alt-N, you can see now I have automatically inserted this template. And also remember that if you want to, for example, modify your template, that's very easy. As you can see, this was your template. So in order to modify this template, you should open this template. And for example, suppose that I want to, I don't know, for example, let's add a horizontal line. So that's it. Suppose that I want to add a horizontal line at the end of my new word. So as you can see, I have modified the template. And once again, for example, if I delete this and for example, if I press Control-Alt-N on my keyboard, you can see it has inserted the modified template. As you can see, we have added this horizontal line, and I can fill different parts of this template because I have added this template in order to use it for adding new words to my flashcard system. By the way, I should mention that you can find the previous videos of this playlist, which is a step-by-step tutorial playlist of Obsidian note-taking app, in the description below. And if you found this video useful, I would really appreciate it if you tap the like button. And also, don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you, and see you in the next video.